Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the Huawei P10. Now I got two of these on deck, so I will be doing a giveaway. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. Now let's run through the specs. As far as the price, it starts at $600 for the 32 gig version. Then you got a 64 gig version for $650. And then you got a 128 gig version that's going to cost you $700. Now this is a GSM unlocked phone, so that means it's going to work on T-Mobile and at&t. Now will you get 4G? That all depends on the area that you're in. Now you got a 5.1 inch IPS Neo LCD display with a resolution of 1080 by 1920. Now that's 432 for the PPI Patrol. And it features Corning Gorilla Glass 5 for your scratch protection. Now it's running Android 7.0 Nugget, shout out to the Nugget boys, with the Emotion UI 5.1 skin. Now as far as the chipset, you got the high silicone Kerwin 960 with the Mali G71 MP8 GPU. Now what does that mean? This processor is exactly the same as a Snapdragon 821 and a little bit better in some ways. Now this phone does feature dual SIM slots, or you can add a micro SD card for expandable memory up to 256 gigs. Now, like I said, you got three versions of storage, 32 gigs, 64 gigs, and 128 gigs. All of them have 4 gigs of RAM. Now, you got a non-removable 3,200 milliamp battery that features quick charge. Now, the best part about this phone is going to be the camera. On the rear, you got the dual camera setup that features portrait mode. Now, that's very similar to the iPhone 7's portrait mode, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So you got two cameras on the back. One is 20 megapixels. The other one is 12 megapixels. f2.2 on the aperture. You got dual tone LED flash, laser autofocus, phase detection, and you can shoot video in 4K at 30 frames per second. On the front, you got an 8 megapixel camera. That's f1.9 1080p video. Now this phone comes in a bunch of nice colors. You got Mystic Silver, Rose Gold, Graphite Black, Dazzling Gold, Dazzling Blue, and greenery. All right, so a bunch of fancy names for some fancy colors, real cute. Now I got the black and the silver. All right, so let's pop these open and see what they look like. All right, so we'll start with the graphite black. Okay, nice looking presentation for a flagship price phone. Shout out to Zerx on deck. Y'all see the white shoes? Nice and clean. I see you, Zerx. All right, so here's your phone. 5.1 inches. Now this is basically a smaller version of a Mate 9. All right, so let's power this on and see if we got any juice. There it goes. Beautiful. Now these phones do come with a screen protector pre-installed because there's no oleophobic coating, so they're going to drop the screen protector on it. I advise you to leave it on. Trust me. All right, because you'll definitely damage the phone trying to peel this one off. Now in the front, you got a fingerprint sensor. Now that's one of the major difference between this and the Mate 9. I hated the fingerprint sensor on the back. So now with the smaller phone, fingerprint sensor on the front. You also got your motions built into the fingerprint sensor. You can disable that and have your on-screen home keys if you want. I'll show you how to do that. On one side, you got your volume up and down. Here's your power button. Okay, nice texture on this power button. Nice little click. Here's your 8 megapixel camera on the front. There's your USB Type-C connection on the bottom, speaker grill, and headphone jack. Now you got to mention that these days, headphone jack on deck. On the other side, here's your SIM tray. There's your dual camera setup on the back, 20 megapixels, 12 megapixels, dual tone LED flash. Everything looks good. Now, build quality feels so good in the hands, ladies. You know my information. Let's see what else you get. Okay, here's your SIM ejection tool. You're gonna need that. Now, shout out to Hawaii. Shout out to Hawaii for dropping a nice case in here. Usual books and shit. Follows. Nice looking case. Transparent with the smoked out back. Let's drop it on and see what it looks like. Okay, I like that. Included in the package. Zerx, go get that. Oh, she's not interested. Let's see what else you get. Oh, look at this. This is a full presentation right here. This is what I like to see. Okay, so here's your USB Type-C cable. Remember, this is quick charge. Headphones. All right, so you got a pre-installed screen protector, you get a case, and you get headphones. So far, so good. Like I said, Hawaii is the new HTC. International status plug. We're not gonna need that. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let's pop open the, which color is this? Mystic Silver. Just get a look at this one. Come on, Zerk, stop trolling. Shout out to Team Xerxes. Zerks, back up, back up. All right, here's the Mystic Silver. Woo! Now this one looks hot. Let's see, if I had to pick, let's see. Now, when I do this giveaway, I'll let y'all pick whichever one y'all want. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think the silver one looks a little bit better. The black one, I like the fact that it's not shiny like the Honor ones. You see, even though this is super beautiful, but this is a fingerprint magnet. No fingerprints on deck on this version. Same thing on the silver one. All right. Zerks, back up. All right, so what I'm going to do is put... Look at that flop. I'm going to pause the video real quick. Let me drop my information in, and we'll go through the software. All right, talk amongst yourselves. All right, y'all, so we back in. Now, I just put my information in the phone. I've been playing around with it for a few minutes, and I got to tell y'all, on a scale of 1 to 10, this is a major go. If you like the Mate 9, then you're going to like the P10. All right, they're pretty much the same phones, just the P10 is smaller. Now, for build quality, 100% premium. If you picked this up and you wasn't looking, you would swear you just picked up an iPhone 7. All right, it feels exactly the same, feels so good in the hands, ladies. Nothing to complain about. And I'm definitely feeling the matte finish on the back, so this way you could rock this phone with no case and you don't got to worry about fingerprints all over the place. Now, fingerprint sensor. Y'all know Hawaii makes some of the best fingerprint sensors in the game, and this one is no different. Look how fast that is. It's ridiculous. It works 100% of the time. Now, just so you can see that it's on, you see it is locked. Just like that. All right, so the fingerprint sensor on this is a go. Now, let's breeze through the OS real quick. When you scroll down, you got all your toggles. Now, some of the best toggles on this phone, you got eye comfort. You activate that. It gives you that little yellowish hue. So this way, if you pick up your phone in the middle of the night and you like me and you like to leave your phone on bright, super max brightness, then once you activate eye comfort, it's not going to wake you up 100%. Now, you got your screenshot button. All right, that's always good. Now, you could do the double tap for the screenshots also, or you can do your standard volume down and power. But just having a button on the top is a lot easier. Now, one of the best buttons on this toggle screen is screen recording. Now, let me show you how that works. Now, if you look at the phone, you see right now, I don't have an app drawer. Now, there's a way you can easily add an app drawer. Now, say you just bought this phone and you don't know how to do it, and you send me a message, yo, Floss, how you add the app drawer. Let me show you how I can use screen recording to send you that footage. All right, so I activate screen recording. Gives you a little countdown. Now, if you look on the top, you see it's recording. So now if I wanted to show you how to activate your app drawer, scroll down, go to settings. Then you're going to go to home screen style and just activate app drawer. And now you got a fully working app drawer. Now I just scroll down, end the screen recording, go to the gallery, and let me show you how that footage came out. We'll hit play. Now, if you look on the top, you see it's recording. So now if I wanted to show you how to activate your app drawer, scroll down, go to settings. Then you're going to go to home screen style and just activate app drawer. And now you got a fully working app drawer. Now, I just scroll down. That is so dope. All right, let me exit out of that. I think every phone should have that as a stock feature, not just for showing people how to do stuff, but when you're getting those text mores, you know what I'm talking about, fellas. When you want to show some text messages or you want to show some crazy videos, you got that world star footage. Screen recording is a must for me. So that's one of my favorite features on the Huawei phones. You also got floating dock. I'll show you how to use that. You got mirror share. This way, if you want connect your phone to your TV and mirror the screen, just hit mirror share. Now here's another important button, NFC. All right, so this phone does have NFC. Other than that, you got your ultra power saving mode, you got your hotspot, all your basic toggles. Now let's go to the settings. All right, so you see you do got NFC. Let's exit out of that. Let's go to home screen style. Now this is what I was just showing y'all. You can have the app drawer or no app drawer, your choice. I'll always go with the app drawer. Let's go to display. Okay, you got your eye comfort, brightness levels. Okay, standard menu. Let's see, notification and status bar. Now you got your notification management. You can click on that and select which apps you want to get your notifications from. So if you like me and you're getting YouTube on your Gmail, you might not want to get so many alerts all day, so you can turn that off. Now you can have it where your notifications activates the screen. I like that, so this way if the phone is down and I get a notification, it'll just pop up. Shout out to Xerxes, ninja style. Let's see, you got your post notification light. I like to leave that on. You can display your carrier name, notification method. Now that's one thing about the Huawei phones. So many options, very customizable. I like that. So you can have icons, numbers, or none. Display your network speed and your battery percentage. All right, let's go to navigation key. Now this is important. You can use this new home screen trackpad. It's kind of like a trackpad. Me personally, I don't like it. Now if you want, it gives you a little tutorial on how to use it. So you hit the home screen, that'll return you. You long press. All right, long press the center. That'll return to your home screen, excluding payment, authorization, authentication, authorization, and enrollment screens. You got your recent task, so you swipe over. That'll take you to your recents. And you swipe up. That'll activate your high voice. Pretty simple. Now, I personally don't use that. I'd rather have on-screen navigation keys, and you could actually set these to where you want. So I like to have them the standard, back, home, and multitask button. But you can switch them around if you want. And you can also add a drop-down menu. If you got small hands and you can't reach the top of the screen, add that little arrow. That's your drop-down menu. All right, shout out to Xerxes eating the cables. What else we got? You got your fingerprint sensor, screen lock and password. Let's go to smart assistants. Now you got a bunch of smart assistant features. Here's float and dock. Now this is another one of my favorite features on the Huawei phones, float and dock. So now if I activate that, let's go home. You see I got a little float and dock, which I can actually move. So now when I hit that button, I could go back. I could go home. I could go to my recently used apps. I could lock the screen. Or I could clean all the apps in the background. All right, so that'll clear everything that's running, and it'll give you a little pop-up, let you know how much space you just saved up. All right, so that's a go right there. Let's go back to Smart Assistants. All right, so float and dock, I tend to leave that on. Now you got your motion controls. You got flip to mute. You got pick up to reduce the volume. So this way, if you're getting a call, just pick it up, and they'll lower it. You got raise to ear. So this way, you're getting a call, just put the phone to your ear, and that'll answer the phone call. You got your knuckle gestures. So double tap. That's your screenshot. Let's exit out of that. You got your drawer. All right, so now, let me see. Do I have anything set? All right, so we got C for camera. So let's go home. We'll draw a C on the screen. Matter of fact, I think we got to open this first. We'll draw a C. There it goes. And that'll open your camera. And you got your split screen gestures. So now say I'm on, let's go to Google. If I'm on Google, and I want to take it to split screen, draw that line, and that'll open up my split screen. All right, I'm trying to concentrate and watch Xerxes at the same time. Xerxes is trolling. All right, my bad, y'all. I had to give Xerx something to play with. She was trolling pretty hard. All right, so where was we? Smart assistants. Let's see, you got one hand UI. Now, say you got small hands and you want to shrink the screen. You just swipe across the bottom. Now you got a small screen. Now, when you want to restore it, touch anywhere that's black, and you're back to regular size screen. Now, you can do the same thing with the keyboard. You got your voice control, smart cover. This way, if you got a smart cover case, you activate that. Smart headset control, self-explanatory. You got mirror share. If you want to pair your phone to your TV, just click that on and off. You got your scheduled power on and off. You got touch disable mode. So this way, if you're rocking this without using the fingerprint sensor, it won't activate while it's in your pocket. Now, you got gloves mode. So if you're wearing gloves, you're riding a motorcycle or whatever, activate glove mode, and you can still use the phone with your leather gloves on. Let's see, anything else we need to cover? Okay, that's pretty much it with the settings. Let's see, you got your battery settings. Okay, now, 19% left. You do got quick charge on this. That's pretty much it. Super fast and responsive. No lag at all. Like I said, this chipset is pretty much identical to the Snapdragon 821. Now, one of the best features about this phone is the camera. All right, let's activate the camera. Now, you do got a few ways to activate the camera. You could just go to camera. Or when the phone is off, you can double tap volume down. That's your World Star Hip Hop button. That'll take you to your camera. Now, from the camera, if you swipe over, you got all your settings. So you got photo, you got monochrome, that's like the black and white photos. You got video, HDR, panorama, night shot, light painting, time lapse, slow motion, watermark, Snapchat status. You got audio note, document scan, and you could actually download some more if you want. Now, if you swipe over the other way, here's your settings. So let's see, we got, you can automatically add your watermarks, all your basic settings, but it's a lot to play with. If you swipe up, that'll automatically activate Pro mode, and it does the same thing in video. So when you're in video, if you swipe up, that'll activate Pro mode. So let's go back to camera. Now you got your wide angle lens. All right, so it gets a little bit wider. But the best feature of this phone is portrait mode. Now, let me show you a picture I just took with portrait mode, just so you can get an idea. It's almost identical to the iPhone 7, and this is one of the first phones that I see that can actually compete with iPhones. Look at this picture. If you notice, the background is blurred out because Xerx is right in the foreground. So it's kind of like adding one of those Instagram filters, but you're using your dual cameras on the back. Takes a minute to play with and get used to, but once you get used to it, you're going to love that feature about this phone. That's probably one of the best features. All right, the portrait mode is almost identical to the iPhone 7. Like I said, this is one of the only phones that I can say can actually compete with iPhone 7's portrait mode, which is the best camera in the game right now. So this will be number 2 on the list. And it depends. I gotta actually play with this, but it might be equal to iPhone 7. Look at that picture. Now I'm going to drop this on the gram, on Xerxes Instagram. This is crazy. All right, so a bunch of features to play with on your camera. Take a minute to get to know it. You can switch to your front-facing camera. You got your timer, all the basic settings. Camera's a go. Basically, overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, like I said earlier, this is a major, major, major go. Now, if you live in the United States, the only downside to these Huawei phones is they're not carrier specific. So you get a GSM unlocked version and you're on at&t or T-Mobile, 4G might be spotty. Now on my Mate 9, I got the Mate 9 running on at&t. I get 4G here and there, but it's not like a at&t phone that you bought that was carrier branded where you're getting 4G all over the city. Very spotty. So that's my only concern about these. Now, if you live in the UK or you live in the Asian markets, you're good to go. But in the USA, fellas, we might have to run these as trap phones or Wi-Fi status phones because the 4G is a little bit spotty. Or if you don't mind rocking out on 3G, then you could do that too. All right, one thing I forgot to mention. Now, this is something that I don't like about this phone, the speaker. Now, when you plug your headphones in, it sounds pretty good. It's not a hi-fi DAC, but it sounds cool. But you got your one bottom-facing speaker, and it doesn't sound that great. Now, it doesn't sound bad, but if you compare it to the iPhone or HTC U or the Moto Z, it can't compete. Because those phones have your bottom-facing speaker, and then you got your extra speaker on the top. Now, Huawei, all y'all got to do is add that extra speaker on the top, and that'll take this phone to the next level. Now, let me give you a quick demonstration of how the speaker sounds. My usual test music. Let me put it by the mic. Now, it doesn't sound bad, but it sounds a little bit hollow. And you've noticed if you put your hand right here, that's the end of the sound. So depending on how you're holding the phone, if your finger's covering it up, you're losing some sound. That would be one of my gripes about this phone. Like I said, if they had that extra speaker in the top, this phone would be on the next level. All right, so now let's talk about the giveaway. Now, in order to enter this contest, you don't have to follow a whole bunch of people on social media. You don't have to subscribe to a whole bunch of YouTube channels. You don't even have to subscribe to my channel. All you got to do is one thing. Just leave a comment with your favorite feature of the phone. So put a hashtag and your favorite feature. Now, it could be the build quality, fingerprint sensor, the camera, the fact that you get free headphones, the fact that you're down with the Nugget Boys. Whatever your favorite feature of the phone, just leave a hashtag with that comment and you entered into the contest. Now, the thing is, you can only enter one time from your account because I'm going to use a random comment selector to pick the winner. Now, if you want to enter a bunch of times, you're going to have to activate your troll accounts. Fellas, I know y'all got them on deck. Activate your troll account and leave another comment from a different account. That's it. So anyway, this is the Huawei P10 on a scale of 1 to 10. This is a major, major, major go. You can win one of these right now. And shout out to Huawei because they've been killing the game lately. And like I said, Huawei is the new HTC. Look at the last couple of phones that I got. Yo, this Honor 8, this is so dope. Now, a lot of people want me to review the Honor 8 Pro, so we're going to get that too. This is still a heavy hitter right here. The Mate 9, this is a certified beast. All right, this is one of the best phones out right now. It's definitely in my top 5 Android phones. If you looking for a good trap phone, you got the Huawei 6X. This is a great trap phone. And you got my favorite Huawei phone right now, the Honor Note 8. This is a heavy hitter. This is the phone that I use the most in my house. Now, I use this in my bed every night. This is my go-to phone. It's the biggest phone that I got. Super smooth, no lag. If this phone was out on Sprint or Verizon or was a US carrier branded phone, this would be in my top 3 phones easily. So anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. And don't forget to enter that giveaway. Shout out to everybody that rock with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know, Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter. That's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. Hashtag salute. And shout out to Team Xerxes. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces. Spock, one to beam up. Energize.